This whole thing started before my time. The copper was here. I don't remember it when it was sold. I knew it was in time of a hard fishing season, and at the time I think our family was inactive. That was why my grandmother was encouraging me to get these families up and going. And at the time when the copper was brought here, it wasn't part of the picture in our family at all. We were inactive. I remember when I got back from art school, I went to Campbell River. My grandmother happened to be visiting Anitza. And there was a lecture at the museum at Campbell River on Kwakwakwa customs. And I remember that. Me and my dad used to like to go to lectures at the museum at Campbell River. Me and my dad were pretty regular nerds when it comes to that. They were talking about how much, they were talking about Bakbak. I recognize these words, but I don't know where I'd heard them before. And something awakened me in that lecture. And I knew Gran was staying with us. And I can imagine how she felt when I was saying, you know, Gran, you know what I learned? I learned about this thing called Bakbak. Do you know what that is? Anyways, I learned about it and blah, blah, blah. And she must have been smiling inside. And like, she could have said, yeah, I know I told you these things before, but I was learning it for the first time. I don't know, but after that or before that, my dad had to sell the dog and the goat, and I handled that here. Because it was a very lean year, machine and all that. And I was confident that I could replace it. That makes a difference to some families and other families. If you have the capability of replacing these things are really, really cool, but it's not as important as ownership of them or the right to use them. So they sold the dog and the goat here, and I replaced them. We started having meetings about the Dawson thing, and what we are, who we are. I said, Dad, we should go to the Campbell River Museum. Before, we've got to go and see if we can ask for a copper back for this potlatch. I think it's important. Well, we say this time we came here, and they brought it up for us for the time. And that was our involvement with the museum at Campbell River. It's been a long journey from going to that lecture in the museum at Campbell River and being here, owning a lot of these dances and fully understanding it and taking ownership of it and preserving it. I think this show will be a celebration of all that.